Episode 25. Naomi asks the women how much Bill offered to settle, and the women ask her how did they know, and Naomi basically tells them, I know my dad, and by you guys saying that you're just going to give up, then I knew he had to have said something to you. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist. When she came in there, he had already called them in there without her and lied about the time, so she knew something was up. Next, Ashley asks Andre why is he ghosting her. He's going around asking all the new nurses for interviews except for her. And so Ashley feels slighted and she doesn't understand why Andre's acting that way. But I think she gets an idea of why he's acting that way because he tried to kiss her a couple episodes ago. Ashley is talking to Andre about having boundaries and that he has to respect her boundaries because he's got a touchy-feely, grabbed her hand or something like that, and she's just trying to establish boundaries. And I think for her, she has a boyfriend, and she definitely, I'm getting vibes that she may have some feelings for Andre, and so she's trying to straddle the fence, so to say. And unbeknownst to them, Shanita, the head nurse, is eavesdropping on their conversation. So next, Shanita tells Ashley that the looks between her and Andre were intense and that Ashley has it bad for Andre. See, and that's what I'm talking about. Shanita looks like she wants Andre, which Andre ain't paying her no attention, but so she's going to notice if someone else is looking at Andre. She's just one of those nosy folks that's in everybody else's business. So next, Chelsea sees Haley at the diner, and Chelsea tells Haley that shouldn't she be at the country club? Isn't that why she married her dad? I like that. That was funny. But and so Haley's like, she's getting it. I'm telling you, every time she sees a Dupree, they give it to her. At this point, if I was her, I would have just moved. I would have moved somewhere else. I wouldn't have even been nowhere near them folks. Next, Bill calls Dani and asks if he could come by to talk to her. Ain't that something? He don't want her. I think he wants her to interfere in regards to his issue with Naomi. So we'll see. Next, Haley tells Chelsea that Dani is out of control and needs help. And so Haley says, what if Dani's behavior escalates and what if someone gets hurt? And again, why are you going to Dani's youngest daughter? If you feel like Dani is so out of control that someone may get hurt, wouldn't it make sense to go to Anita and Vernon? She's not going to do that because she knows Anita and Vernon will see all through her and read her for filth. So she's going to go to Chelsea because she knows that Chelsea is more mild-mannered and she's younger. And so she can't see how deceptive and manipulative she is. Moving on, Derek tells Ashley he saw Andre at the bar and that Andre told him about the documentary that he's doing on the nurses. And so Derek tells Ashley he invited Andre for dinner. And I think this is Derek's roundabout way of trying to fill out the situation because he was talking to Jacob earlier in the episode and Jacob was telling him do you notice, he was telling him doesn't this guy Andre have a reputation as a womanizer, and do you trust your woman around him? And so I think in a roundabout way Derek invited Andre over just to see how Andre reacts around Ashley. Next, Chelsea tells Haley what she does with her father is none of her business because Haley is trying to tell Chelsea that, you need to come around your dad. He's so hurt because you're not in his life anymore, you and your sister, and he just needs you guys support. And so, yeah, Chelsea's telling her, mind your business in so many words. And that's true. That ain't none of your business. That's between them. Ain't got nothing to do with you. See, she's overstepping. And again, if she had went to Vernon and Anita, she would have got checked hard. She thinks she's slick. She thinks she's so slick. Next, Dani and Bill reminisce about the old times, and then Dani decides to kiss Bill. And Bill ain't innocent because he could have easily pushed Dani off immediately, but he let the kiss linger for a minute or so. And then he pulls back like, oh, what's wrong with you, Dani? But you knew Bill where it was going. Bill should have known where it was going, and I think he did knew where it was going. If you sitting there reminiscing and Dani got old pictures out and you guys are talking about things that happened in the past when you were happy and all these things, and you're drinking, come on now, you ain't no fool. You know exactly what that leads to. So again, like I said, Bill is a master manipulator as well as narcissist. So I think that was his way of trying to butter Dani up so that he could ultimately ask what he wanted to ask, because he knew that Dani wasn't going to be receptive to it. And that ends the episode.